Alright my friends, it's Krebs here and we're playing some Space Engineers. Welcome to the Cargo Freighters. This is a community-based creation and something that I actually want to go through with you guys because it was something that I was initially thinking of making myself until I went on the Steam Workshop and I realized, well, somebody's made some really cool cargo freighters. Of course, it doesn't mean I'm not going to make one in the future, but I can already think of some different things that I want to add on, and we're going to go through them. Now, there's two cargo freighters here, and I'll just point out the main difference between them right now. As you can probably tell, one has all of these at the same color, all of these cargoes, individual cargo bays, whatever, at the same color, and one has multicolored ones. I believe the one that has multicolored ones, let's just go to affirm this, are all attached onto this main cargo freighter, whilst the one over there that has it all the same color aren't attached, and so they're actually individual cargo bays, whatever you could call them. And so let's just make sure that that's true, and yes, that is true. As you can see, they're attached, and so what this means is that when you're copying and pasting this cargo freighter, you can essentially just copy it in one big copy and paste, whereas this one over here, you would just get the, I'll just show you for example, hold on, it's just probably going to be a little bit laggy when we're doing this. See, all those individual cargo ships are gone, whereas this one, we're going to copy and paste it, a little bit of lag, and they're all there. So, you know, not a huge difference, but it's just for copy and pasting measures. So let's go take a look at what these things are like, and let's actually go over here. We'll take a look at this one because they have some ships included, and these, as you can see, look like very weird ships. They're specifically tailored towards carrying cargo, isn't it? And it's sort of reminiscent of what you would see in like a ship harbor, where they've got actual ships carrying cargo. And then you have these unloaders that move them around, and they look like really funny shapes. And this looks like a very funny shape for a ship, but it's specifically tailored towards carrying cargo. So just before we go on into the inside, let's take a look at the exterior. As you can see at the bow of the ship, you've got this antenna here, and also some guns. But one thing you'll notice is that it doesn't have a lot of guns. And that's typical cargo freighters. They're sort of meant to be not that protected against pirates and whatnot. That's the sort of classical thing you would expect in other space games like EVE Online, for example. And if you're wondering, because I've had this asked a number of times now, whether I've played EVE Online because of the background music that I include sometimes, yes, I did play it for about 1.5 years. I stopped playing it because I think I got into a bad clan. It was kind of inactive and I got a bit bored. So there you go. I did play it for 1.5 years. It was a lot of fun. But whatever. So you would expect that a lot of these cargo freighters wouldn't have much gun protection, and that's exactly what's happening. So you can imagine if you're transporting lots and lots of goods, and these things will be able to hold lots of goods when we go inspect the inside. You'll see how much cargo capacity it has. You need some sort of protection to get you across the system, you know, from one planet to the next, one asteroid to the next, especially if you were playing on like a larger server, and I hope that's what the game will end up being. Like, I would love there to be roleplay servers, servers where you would have people with different roles. This is just one cargo freighter role. You could have a crew manning this thing, operating this ship to go from one point to the next, and that point could be, the initial point could be from, say, the mining area, which is going to be located inside a giant asteroid. You're going to have your own set of people that are going to be mining that area, getting all the goods, all the materials collected in one area, so that when this cargo freighter comes on by, someone can unload into this ship, and then the ship is going to take it to a manufacturing plant. And, you know, then again, maybe the manufacturing plant could be right inside the mining place, I don't know. But whatever it could be, you could be taking this to a manufacturing plant where more people will be then manufacturing materials like blocks, ammo, munitions, whatever it could be. Or this could even be taking it to like a factory or a ship production place. There's just a vast array of things that could happen in this game, and I would love role-playing once this game is more fledged out and there's higher numbers of people on servers. I would love to see hundreds of people on a server, and then, you know, this is just a supporting role that they would do, and then you've got the frontline battlefield. People that are going to be using ships that have been created out of the materials that you have transported. So there is you can imagine importance in these trade routes, in these lines. You take out one step, if you destroy one of these cargo ships, that's going to mean a halt in production and ammunition. That's going to be providing ammunition for your guns and turrets on the front line. That's going to provide a halt from producing ships or space stations or even more mining areas. It's all going to have a big impact, and that's why I'd love to have some sort of role-playing server, some sort of teams, some, I don't know, alliances versing each other with some sort of end goal to be the last one standing. That would just be freaking awesome. I would love that. And so that's why I think people are creating stuff like this. Maybe not with that big of a grand idea in mind at the moment, but it's at least setting up what we could expect. And I think it's actually becoming more important nowadays to be starting to make these things, because multiplayers just come out, and in the latest update they introduced ammunition. So rockets, ammo belts and whatnot, they're not functional, they don't actually do anything right now, but their placeholder models are there, and so you can produce them. And if you've ever tried to produce them, they're actually quite hard to make. You need quite a lot of materials, so this is where this comes in use. Now, more with the exterior, in the middle you've got what seems to be some sort of radar that's going around in circles. It doesn't look that brilliant, but you get the premise of it. Maybe one day they will have some sort of distinct radar model that will rotate around. More guns, and then you've got over here the actual cockpits that pilot this thing. More antennas, and at the back you've got an array of engines that will be propelling you forward. There is something that the creator who made this mentioned. He didn't put any engines on the inside. He wants it to make it look most realistic as possible with engines on the outside, and it looks pretty damn sweet, to be honest with you. So let's go take a look at the inside, and then we're going to try using one of these cargo ships here that I haven't actually tried using before. So it's gonna be a bit of an experience. We're gonna have to try that out. So here we go. This is of course some sort of airlock. Whenever you see two doors in quick succession, it's probably meant to be some sort of airlock. So we're gonna roleplay a little bit and pretend that that's meant to be an airlock. And so we come out to our first bays over here, and inside the actual cargo holds. And here we go. So all it is really simple. It's just literally cargo holds, I guess. And what you'll see when you go inside is that it holds materials, alright? So you can see all the containers and what they hold. This is what each container holds on this individual cargo container. That would be a better word. Cargo container. Yes, that's what I was looking for. And so you can see that this holds like 10 uranium, 10 silver, and 10 magnesium. And the other ones hold different stuff. But you can imagine just how much they could actually hold. This is only 81 kilos mass. Whereas look at the volume, how much they can actually hold. 30 right now out of 125,000. Right, that sounds like a lot to me. And in terms of actual scale of production of what you could build from 125,000 materials, that's a lot. Maybe that's a bit too much if you think about it, and like how much, I don't know, balance or whatever. But yeah, that is a lot, alright? And the creators has actually been so kind as to put in some materials of his own into these cargo containers. And yeah, there you go, right? But you can imagine also when you... Whoops, we've got something selected. When you have these things at maximum capacity, it's going to slow down the ship. I mean, having something that heavy, it's going to cause be harder to accelerate. You're going to have more momentum once you do gain speed and whatnot, and it's going to be hard to decelerate as well. So anyway, let's go take a look down here. So pretty much all of these doors just lead on into these cargo containers. And now let's go take a look at the actual cockpit. Alright. So I haven't actually been here before, and I'm intrigued. There's a few different lights and whatnot. So this looks like to be some sort of medical room. Nice, very nice. I would have made that a red color, but whatever. This over here, I have a feeling might lead up to the cockpits, so let's go take a look at this. Ooh, we've got two choices. Will they lead to somewhere different? Where are we going right now? It doesn't look like we're actually heading in the right direction. That looks like some sort of, I don't know, sitting room, or can't even imagine what that would be. Oh, maybe like showers or something. Maybe these are supposed to be like showers. At least that's what I'm sort of getting the impression of what it would be like. Alright, so shower room, I guess. That's important and vital for every crew. You know, you don't want to smell. And over here, we have gyroscopes and giant nuclear reactors. So I imagine this is going to be like the engineering deck. You've also got some cockpits here as well. And look how these things sort of connect onto each other. You've got this, oh nice, looks very, very nice. I mean, to be honest, I don't think you'd need this many nuclear reactors, but I think it's all just added in for effect, just to make it look cool, which is always cool, I guess. Oh, here we go, we've got a ladder, but we're gonna quickly check out this room, whatever this is, real quick. And this looks like, ooh, bunkers, not bunkers, but bunk beds. So I imagine this would be the sleeping quarters inside the cargo freighter. And over here, yeah, it just looks like more bunk beds and more places to sleep. Alright, looks really cool. This guy has done a really good job on adding some interior design. As I was saying in one of my previous videos on the warship, there's not a lot you can do on the interior, but he was a bit creative, made some things there. Is my jetpack even on right now? Here we go. And we come up to here. And this, oh, there's another way down. And this looks like another engineering deck, I guess. Did we just not head in the right direction or something? So if we go all the way down here, what is this? This is literally nothing but reactors and gyroscopes. Okay, so we headed somewhere totally different. Somewhere totally we didn't have to go. Oh, I just want to get to the cockpit and fly this thing properly. I mean, there were some cockpits in the engineering deck, but those aren't the proper ones. Did we miss anyone? Maybe it was this one. Maybe it's this one, this singular one over here, because there's actually more ladders, as you can see there. And yeah, this looks like it. So we come up here, we go up into the cockpit. Look at that beautiful view. We can see Earth from here. And for some reason, yeah, actually no, that's not some reason. That's the night side of the Earth, and the sun's over there, shining daylight onto the other side. Here we go. We're in the pilot seat. So let's go take a look at this thing real quick. I'll turn on the interface so you can see how fast this thing accelerates. And it doesn't seem to accelerate very fast. But as would be expected out of something that's so heavy, as you can see, it's about 13.3 million kilos. Alright, that doesn't even include the mass. I mean, it does. I think it does include the mass of the cargo containers, but that is pretty damn insane, just how much it weighs already. And if this thing weighed even more, wow. So you get an impression of just how big this thing is, and how slow it moves, and how almost defenseless it would be if it was under attack. And that's why you need escorts. Again, more roles for people to play in this game. So now we're going to go use one of these cargo container ships over here that actually move them around. And do bear with me, because I have no idea how these things are going to work properly. But we're going to give it a shot. As you can see, it's got engines all around the side, so we should be comfortable here. Does it actually have turrets on here? Oh no, I thought those were turrets, but those are actually little antennas. Alright, okay, that's cool. And here we go, we're unlocked. Let's just move out here and let's start taking off. Oh, what? I don't think these things are actually complete, to be honest with you guys. Wait, maybe we need to turn the thrusters on or something, the reactors on. There we go. Oh dear. Yeah, it looked like it was powered off. That's what. It was powered off. Okay, makes sense. And so now let's go. Oh shit. That ship is moving there. The ship is moving! Stop moving! This is going to be a lot harder to do when it's moving, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Okay, let's focus back onto our normal view here. Let's flip around. Let's get over to one of the containers. And how are we going to actually move this out? That's what I'm wondering. Is there any like landing gear in the front so we can attach this thing? Okay. Yeah, see, I'm sort of a bit at a loss right now. I can't really think how I'm gonna get that out because this thing isn't gonna fit over that entire frame now, is it? Okay. I don't know if that was like a design flaw or something. Like, I think what they really need to do is maybe add in some landing gear at the front. I don't know, well, you could just flip your ship around, I guess. Flip your ship around and then just hook onto it with one of your set of landing gears. But yeah, let's actually go try that. I was gonna say we can copy and paste it, but let's try to not make things so easy for ourselves. Let's try being more difficult because you guys like seeing Krebsy being difficult, don't you? So let's just get into position here. Very slow when you're moving downwards. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this thing out. Okay, so let's just get aligned over to side, just like this. And now we're gonna just push ourselves inwards. We need to go down a little bit more. And it looks like we're gonna, yeah, get close with this. Are we even in position? Can I even get any more in position? Oh, we've got contact. Okay, now let's try to boost off. Holy crap, this thing does not... okay, it looks like we have some sort of design flaw. It's not strong enough to pull off one of these cargo containers. It is not strong enough to pull off one of the cargo containers. That sucks. So I think what we're gonna have to do then is actually copy and paste one of these and just try to do this a little bit on the easier side. I don't think there's another. I mean, there's two ships. I don't think there's actually a difference between them. But okay, fair enough. I think we need an actual ship that could pull these out. That'd be nice. Or maybe that's supposed to be the role of like when you go to an actual docking, like a space harbor or whatever. That's the role of them to actually just like, I don't know, put it in place. So why is this thing not going down? It's not going down. Here we go. Now it's going down. That was a bit strange. It looked like a little bit of a buggy thing. Okay, we need to go over onto the side a bit more. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually latch on to just the top side of this. Here we go. Sometimes it doesn't start by itself. You need to like go a bit forward. And then it starts. And let's just position ourselves up. I know I'm sort of failing a little bit here. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. This thing is so slow. Oh. Oh, we didn't match the lower ones though. Or the other ones at the back. There we go. Lock it before it starts flying away. And apparently, now we can fly off of this thing. Yay! Yay! It's ours. This is mine. This is mine. See? Now you can just go locate it wherever you want to go. That is awesome, dudes. That is freaking awesome. I like it. I like it. So it's like a cargo freighter with all-in-one, essentially. Let's see if we can launch this. at the ship. Go! Go! Boom! Okay, just a little bit of derpiness. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is a cargo freighter. I didn't actually make this, but it gives me some ideas on what I want to make. The stuff that I want to also add on is that also I like these individual cargo containers, and I think that's what I'll add on. But I might actually make something that's a little bit more different, something where you can actually just have like a big hopper, a giant hopper, and maybe this wouldn't actually be a cargo freighter, but this giant hopper that I'm thinking of would be more on like a manufacturing facility. And so what it would do is the hopper on the ship would collect loads and loads of materials, like it'd just be a big mass of it. And what the ship would do is it would just hover over a hole or a gap or whatever in the manufacturing facility, and using the power of rotors and chains, it would just move it from one side of the ship to the other and over this hole in the ship, and then all that stuff in the hopper would go falling down into the hole on the manufacturing facility. And I think that would be really cool. You could just move lots of materials at the same time. So that's what I was thinking about doing for a cargo ship. So it's great to see stuff like this. It gives a lot of ideas and potential of what's going to come out in Space Engineers. So absolutely fantastic. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and until the next one, this is Krebsy, and I'll catch you guys later.